Brittney Griner, one of the WNBA's most prominent players, has long been a target of racism, sexism, homophobia, and death threats throughout her career. As the league has grown in visibility and popularity, particularly with the emergence of stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Rickea Jackson from the heralded 2024 rookie class, so too has the harassment faced by its players, especially in the form of hate speech on social media and in arenas. Griner recently spoke out about this alarming trend, urging for stronger action and quicker responses from the WNBA. In a candid and impassioned statement during the Phoenix Mercury's end-of-season media availability, following their playoff elimination at the hands of the Minnesota Lynx, Griner addressed the rising level of hostility players are facing, particularly from newer fans drawn to the league's increasing popularity. "I don't appreciate the new fans that sit there and yell racial slurs at myself, my teammates, and the people that I play against," Griner said, emphasizing that these comments often target not only the players themselves but also their friends and colleagues across the league. Griner clarified that her frustrations were not directed toward all new fans. In fact, she praised those who have embraced the WNBA in a positive manner, helping to grow the league and bring more visibility to women's basketball. "I do appreciate the new fans that respect the game, that are here to grow our league, bringing in people that may have never watched the W to a WNBA game so we can grow more fans," she added. Griner acknowledged that the league's trajectory has been promising, thanks in large part to the high level of play brought by the 2024 rookies and others. "I appreciate the players that came in with the spark that they have, playing at the level that they're playing at. We need more players coming in ready to put on a show and ready to give a good product to keep growing each year." Griner's comments came in the wake of a controversial playoff series between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, where racial and threatening comments against players escalated. During the series, Connecticut's Alyssa Thomas and Dejounte Carrington were subjected to racial abuse from a segment of Indiana's fanbase. In Game 1 of the series, Carrington accidentally poked Fever star Caitlin Clark in the eye while defending her. The incident, though unintentional, led to a barrage of hate speech directed at Carrington, including death threats. After Connecticut completed a sweep of Indiana in the first-round series, Thomas spoke out, denouncing the racist remarks made by Fever fans. "In my 11-year career, I've never experienced racial comments from the Indiana Fever fanbase," she told the media. She called the behavior nonsense and unacceptable. Connecticut head coach Stephanie White also addressed the situation, describing the harassment Carrington faced as particularly disturbing, given the level of vitriol, including threats to her safety. In response to the growing concerns, the WNBA released a statement on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, denouncing the behavior. "The WNBA is a competitive league with some of the most elite athletes in the world. While we welcome a growing fan base, the league will not tolerate racist, derogatory, or threatening comments made about players, teams, or anyone affiliated with the league," the statement read. It went on to assure that league security was actively monitoring threatening activity and would work with teams, arenas, and law enforcement to address such issues as necessary. However, Griner felt the WNBA's response was too slow and insufficient in addressing the gravity of the situation. "Quick action, not waiting to put out a statement that is way overdue," she said, calling for the league to be more proactive. Griner suggested the WNBA could take stronger steps to control social media harassment, including filtering out harmful language and removing offensive comments from league pages. She criticized the focus on social media metrics such as likes and comments, arguing that even negative interactions should not be tolerated. "It's all about likes, the number of comments, no matter how good or bad those comments and likes are. I don't think it's right." Griner also emphasized the importance of creating a safe environment for players in arenas, calling for zero tolerance for fans who engage in abusive behavior. "Fans that come out to games and want to show out the wrong way, well, they don't need to be in there, and that should be around for everybody, not just certain arenas for certain players," she stated. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever star who was thrust into the center of the controversy after being unintentionally injured by Carrington, also condemned the hateful actions of a vocal minority of fans. During the Fever's end-of-season media availability, Clark said, "Nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful, hateful comments and threats. Those aren't fans. Those are trolls." She expressed support for stronger measures to protect players from harassment, noting that no one should have to endure such treatment simply for playing the game they love. Griner's and Clark's remarks highlight a growing issue in professional sports, where increasing exposure and a more diverse fanbase can sometimes bring unwelcome elements into the fold. As the WNBA continues to expand and gain mainstream recognition, players and league officials are grappling with how to safeguard athletes from the darker side of fandom. Griner's call for quicker, More decisive action from the league underscores the need for a proactive approach to combating racism and harassment in sports, a challenge that is becoming more pressing as the WNBA enters a new era of growth.